Hey Katie, hey Morgan. Now those are the four things that I say most often in this world, which is really funny. Alright, first I'm going to talk about the story of stuff. Basically, there's a movie called The Story of Stuff. Basically, it talks about the three systems of consumerism: collection, manufacturing, and consumerism. Now, I'm going to talk about this now. First, always starts off with raw materials. Basically, the whole system of raw materials in industrious countries such as Canada and the US. The entire system is basically like walking next door, going up to your best friend's dad, saying, "Here, Dad, here's $10. Now, see that box over there? There's a little box. Let's say, imagine the resource, the country as a box. Say, okay, hey, Dad, now, I'm going to pay you $10 for you to give me your son's box. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take everything inside said box and take it, and it's mine. And then I'm going to give your son back the box." That's the whole system. We run in to different countries in Africa that we don't care about. There's just people across the world that don't matter. Now we go in there, we mine everything. We mine silver, gold, uranium, oil, trees, wood, everything. And now the country has, one, no food, because now we've mined all of the oil and there's no groundwater, and they're in a really bad spot. That ends it for raw materials. Now we've collected all this raw materials. What do we do with it? Well, we want to make stuff. We want to make stuff that people want to buy. We want to make stuff that's shiny, that's big, that's beautiful, that people want. So what we do is now that we've clear-cut this entire country and they're in the dire situation, now what we do is we plant factories there. And what we do in those factories is we put children and women in said factories to build crap that we buy for $75 at Payless. Basically, the whole system here is that why should you build factories in, say, New York, the state, where you have children and men and women who have lived their entire lives having good wages, and they have had a taste of what I call the sweet, decadent Sunday that is rights and freedoms. Now that we've talked about that, it's easier to go and give people who have no other choice a nickel a day to build this shirt, to make thousands of these shirts. And it's so much easier to do that because they have no other choice. You say, well, you don't want to work? Well, fine then, you go starve. That's what we say. And say, this shirt, I bought it for about $10. Now, maybe the actual raw materials, maybe the wool, the lace, the fabric costs, say, 30 cents, okay? Now we pay the little Nigerian child 10 cents a day to make this, okay? So maybe, whatever, 10 cents. So that's labor and materials, it's about 40 cents. Okay, and now we're going on to the consumerism part. Now we're crossing the seas on this big ship, and per capita, per shirt, it maybe adds another 10 cents to it, and that's a bit of an exaggeration. So let's say 50 cents now. Now once it gets over to Canada and the US, we put them into warehouses, and they got people who own those warehouses ship them out to stores, where those stores pay those warehouses for those shirts, and per shirt maybe adds another 10 cents, so 60 cents. Now $10. That's over 1,000% profit for these stores. They're getting these for less than $1 a piece and selling them for $10. And the whole system of consumerism works around two different principles: perceived obsolescence and planned obsolescence. Now what, say, if a computer company does? Basically, every time a computer company comes up with a new computer or a new software, it adds just little things that make what they have seem so much better than the last. You have Windows Vista and you have Windows 7. There's not a huge difference between the two, except 7 is more user-friendly, so we have to buy 7, even though we already have Vista. Right? Say you have a cell phone, a little cell phone like this. That's not cool. No, you don't slide anymore. No. We have touch screens. We have Blackberries. They have Bluetooth. We have apps. Every time we come up with a new thing, you have, say, the iPad 1 and the iPad 2. There's not a huge difference, except we've added more memory, we can run Flash, blah blah blah. It's perceived obsolescence and planned obsolescence. Perceived obsolescence is like you have a nice family computer that you've had for a long time, and it works fine. There's no reason for you to ditch it, there's no reason for you to get a new computer, except, get this, the new Mac, it's thin, and it's light as a feather, so you have to buy it. Now, how about this? Planned obsolescence. Say you give a kid a toy, say like Lego. Well, Lego's not going to last that long because when you're going to lose the pieces and you're not going to have a reason to buy it again. Once you build it, there's no reason to keep it. You have it, well, you're done with it. Well, let's go buy another one. Exactly. And now, another system that companies use to make us buy things is television. They put commercials. Basically, the whole system is that you sit in front of your computer or your television for an hour to give you a little bit of happiness, and you have a commercial on the TV that says, you suck, you're not pretty enough, you're ugly, you need to go out buy this new cosmetic. It's going to make wrinkles go away, it's going to make men love you. Or women love you. It's going to say, you suck, go buy something else. So you go out and you buy it. Well, then you realize, oh, I don't have enough money. So you go back to work to earn more money. But then work makes you feel bad, so you sit down in front of your TV to feel good. Well, then you see another commercial that says, you suck. So you go out and buy something else. Then you go back to work to pay for those things that you bought. Then you sit down after a long, hard day of work, and you see another commercial that says, you suck. So you go out and buy it. Then you have to work again, and the system keeps going and going and going because we are constantly told that we suck. We're constantly told that we are not pretty enough, we're not fast enough, we don't have enough money, we don't have enough clothes, we don't have enough television shows. Every day we are told that we suck, and every day we are told that it will all go away if you just buy things. Katie, I will see you on Friday. Morgan, I will see you on Wednesday.